right, welcome back to another Spinato Spin. Here we are, folks. This is the little segment of the show here on The Take where we try to get you a little more focused and excited about yourself and what you might be able to do for the next 5 days, 10 days, whatever it takes. I'll tell you one thing that I want to hit on tonight, and I think it's huge. It's all about not quitting. It's all about having a fire, having a desire, and wanting to do something special and feeling good about yourself while you're doing something special. See, there's a lot of people out there that start doubting. They're not sure whether or not they can really do something incredible with their life. Well, I believe in you. I believe you can do something special. I believe you just have to find that thing. You just have to find what it takes to get you going and get you over the hump. I got a few ideas for you, run them by you. You know, there's a great man who wrote an incredible book a few years back, and it is still one of the top books in the whole history of books ever written. And I think I've spoken about it before on this little segment. It's called Think and Grow Rich. And it's written by a gentleman named Napoleon Hill. I'll go over it one more time in case you forgot. Napoleon Hill was the gentleman that was told by, at the time, Andrew Carnegie, that he wanted to find out what was the common denominator that made individuals successful. What is the common denominator all great people possess? And he wrote a book about it, and he set it down at the principles, and he lays it all out for you, and he tells you what it is and how it has to be done. The rule of the book is real simple. Not everyone who reads the book becomes successful. Think and Grow Rich. Not everyone hits a million. Not everyone becomes a billionaire. But the billionaires have read the book. The millionaires have read the book. That's the common denominator right there. What does that mean to you? Well, here's the first thing he said, which is incredibly powerful, and it's talking about not quitting. What's it say? Effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. There's always that one little step. It drives you nuts. The difference between winning and losing is so close, it's scary. You have no idea how close you are once you commit to something and once you give it your shot. Once you make yourself committed that you want to do something. Once you decide that you're not going to quit. You think about the founding of this country. The founding of this country was developed under one basic principle. And individuals, a bunch of individuals, if you will, got together and they made a decision. They said, we will create a country where freedom is the #1 priority. Those guys made a decision, and they never backed off of it. They never quit. You know, they chased after him. They wanted to hang him after they wrote the Declaration of Independence, but it didn't happen that way. This country was born, and it flourished. I'll tell you one other thing about this country. A lot of people don't know. 50% of the people weren't sure whether or not they wanted to become a free nation. The other 50% were against us. 45% were against us. Only 5% actually fought against the British to get our freedom. What do you think about that, folks? You see the power and the will of individuals that it takes to get things going? Napoleon Hill's 13 principles are pretty amazing. I'll zip through them real quick, but the bottom line is you got to have a burning desire, a white-hot burning desire. You got to be in hot pursuit of what you want. That's what that's all about. The other one is absolute faith. You got to know that you know that you know that you can do it. You see, these are the basic fundamental things that Napoleon Hill found in the individuals that made it. The individuals that didn't back down, that didn't quit. Self-talk over and over every day. They told themselves they're going to do something special. They didn't say it every second of the day, but every day they committed to themselves their basic commitment and desire for doing something special. They laid out plans. They laid out what price they were willing to pay to get something. See, these are all the things that'll happen as you start taking action. Massive action. You know, here's life's real simple, folks. Life is a game of massive numbers. The people that have a tremendous amount of money is because they were able to reach out to the masses. And all the masses had to do was give them just a little bit. You ever stand in a stadium one day when there's 40,000 people around and say, man, if everyone here just gave me $1, I'd have $40,000. Do you ever think about something like that? Well, how about if you had 1 million people and they all gave you just maybe, I don't know, 50 cents? How much money would you have there? You got to start thinking like that, folks. Can we go back to that 13 again? And then the other part of it, more important than anything else, after massive action, is this is what I was talking about at the start. You got to be persistent. You got to realize that you got one shot. One shot is all you get, and you got to stick with it. You got to ride that rodeo. You got to ride that cow. You got to ride that bull as hard as you can, and make sure you stay with it to the end. All right, switching over to the next concept there. What's the next picture up there? Discipline. See, a lot of people want to win. A lot of people want to do something. But what Coach Bear Bryant's talking about there, and I'll hit you with one of his stories real quick here. Coach Bear Bryant's talking about a simple concept called discipline. Discipline is the preparation to win. See, a lot of people want to be a football hero. A lot of people want to be some sort of special individual. But are they willing to go out there at 6 in the morning and start doing push-ups and fighting and getting themselves ready and getting themselves going? Is that what they're all about? They're willing to pay the price? Is that what it takes? Are they ready to prepare to win? That's what it's going to take, folks. It's going to take stuff like that. I'll tell you a quick story about Bear Bryant. He had a quarterback that was driving his team down the field one day in a football game.
Don't name it.
And he was all the way down to the 5-10 yard line, and all of a sudden he decided to throw a pass. And he throws the pass, and what do you know? It's intercepted. And the guy who grabs it as fast as anything, he's running down the field as fast as anything. And this quarterback didn't have great speed, but he had decent speed. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this quarterback catches this guy that had a 40-yard lead on him. Everybody was shocked. At the end of the game, turned out to be one of the biggest plays in the game. They asked Coach Bear Bryant, they say, Coach, I couldn't believe your quarterback catching that guy from behind. He said, well, understand this. That guy with the football, he was running for a touchdown. But that quarterback, he was running for his life. And they said, what do you mean he's running for his life? Because when he came back to the sideline, if that guy had run in for a touchdown, I would have killed that boy. And that's basically what Coach Bear Bryant's all about. He's all about making sure you live to your commitments, making sure you don't quit. And he didn't quit on that football field, and that's the kind of training you need. You need to have that kind of a discipline to get that kind of stuff going. One last story about not quitting. Ever hear the story about the 2 frogs fell into a big vat of milk? Well, here's the story of what happens. First frog falls in the vat of milk, and another frog falls in the vat of milk. First frog says, oh my God, we're going to drown, I'm going to die, we're going to die. And the other frog says, no, we're going to be all right, we'll be all right. And the other frog says, no, we're going to die. And all of a sudden, that first frog that said he's going to die, he dies. He drowns into the milk. But that second frog, he churns his legs so hard, so fast, he turns that milk right into butter, and he jumps right back out of that milk. See what I'm talking about, folks? That stuff happens. See that right there in front of you? You got the frog sitting there in a pile of mound, he just jumps right out. But that other frog is dead in the milk. Are you going to be the one dead in the milk? Or are you going to be the one that jumps out of there and makes butter out of a situation that looks hopeless? Keep yourself fighting, keep yourself going, and we'll join you again next week. Thanks for listening this week, and I hope you have a great night. Thanks a lot, everybody.